The glitz of red carpets often serves as a stage for unbridled joy and calculated glamour, but for Sean Penn, the 17th Film Festival Lumiere's opening ceremony in Lyon unfolded under a cloud of visible melancholy. The 65-year-old Oscar-winning actor, renowned for his intense portrayals of troubled souls in films like Mystic River and Milk, cut a figure of quiet dejection as he navigated the event's pomp alongside his girlfriend, the 30-year-old Moldovan actress Valeria Nicov. Hand in hand they walked the crimson path, yet Penn's expression, a furrowed brow, downturned lips and averted gaze, betrayed a man wrestling with inner demons far removed from the flashing cameras and adoring crowds. Lyon, with its cobblestone streets and Renaissance architecture bathed in the golden light of autumn, provided a picturesque backdrop for the festival, an annual celebration of cinema's luminaries that draws cinephiles from across Europe. The Lumiere Institute, named for the pioneering brothers who birthed the motion picture era, hosted the gala in a venue alive with anticipation. Attendees, clad in designer finery, buzzed about upcoming screenings and retrospectives honoring icons like Penn himself. But for the actor, the evening felt less like a triumphant return and more like a reluctant obligation. His black two-piece suit, impeccably tailored with a matching t-shirt underneath, spoke to his enduring cool, a nod to the effortless style that has defined his off-screen persona since the 1980s. Yet the ensemble couldn't mask the weariness etched into his features, a stark contrast to the vivacity exuded by Nicov. The young starlet, whose journey from the modest streets of Chisinau to the sets of Netflix's Emily in Paris embodies the immigrant dream, turned heads in a midnight blue gown that hugged her frame with elegant precision. The plunging neckline added a touch of daring allure, while subtle jewelry, a delicate necklace and stud earrings, accentuated her poised demeanor. Based in France, Nicov has carved a niche in international television, sharing scenes with Lily Collins in the romantic dramedy that whisks viewers through Parisian high society. Her poise on the carpet suggested a comfort in the spotlight, perhaps honed by years of adapting to new cultures and languages. For Penn, introducing her publicly marked a milestone in their relationship, one that began quietly amid his post-divorce explorations of singledom. Their romance, now thrust into the public eye, arrives 3 years after Penn's acrimonious split from his third wife, actress Leila George. That union, which lasted a mere 15 months after a 2020 wedding, unraveled amid the pressures of Penn's peripatetic career and personal struggles. George, 32, daughter of Vincent D'Onofrio and Greta Scacchi, represented a fresh chapter for the actor, a union of artistic souls promising stability. Yet, as Penn later confessed, his neglect born of depression and global despair eroded their bond. In the months following the separation, he embraced bachelorhood with a fervor that surprised even close friends, declaring to the New York Times his thrill in newfound freedom. "I'm just free," he stated emphatically. "If I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm still going to be free, or I'm not going to be in it and I'm not going to be hurting." That candid interview with columnist Maureen Dowd revealed a man scarred by love's tempest yet cautiously optimistic. Penn forecasted a guarded heart. "I don't sense I'll have my heart broken by romance again." His history reads like a Hollywood epic of passion and partition. The first act starred pop icon Madonna, whose 3-year marriage to Penn from 1985 to 1989 was a whirlwind of tabloid frenzy and artistic synergy. Their courtship, sparked on the set of her Material Girl video, blended rock and roll rebellion with method acting intensity. Fights were legendary, arrests for domestic disturbances, public spats that fueled headlines, but so was the reconciliation. Post-divorce, enmity gave way to mutual respect. Penn attended her 2015 Billboard Women in Music Award, and Madonna praised his humanitarian work. Today they share a distant fondness, artifacts of a bygone era when youth and fame collided explosively. Act 2 belonged to Robin Wright, the Forrest Gump ingenue who captured Penn's heart in 1996. Their 14-year union produced 2 children, daughter Dylan Francis, now 33 and pursuing her own creative path in photography and activism, and son Hopper Jack, 30, an actor following his father's footsteps with roles in indie films. The marriage was a roller coaster of separations and reunions, marked by Penn's directorial ambitions and Wright's rising stardom in House of Cards. Infidelity rumors swirled, but the couple's 2010 divorce was amicable, forged through co-parenting trials that Penn described as quite a while of a lot of drama. Today Dylan, ironically older than Nicov, shares a close bond with her father, collaborating on environmental causes, while Hopper navigates the nepotism minefield with quiet determination. The third act with George was meant to be a mature epilogue, but it imploded under the weight of Penn's midlife maelstrom. In a raw admission to Hollywood Authentic, he owned his failings. I fed up the marriage. For 5 years, including their brief wedded bliss, Penn admitted to emotional absenteeism. I was not a fing cheat or any of that obvious ****, but I allowed myself to think that my place in so many other things was so important. The Trump era, as he termed it, plunged him into despair, endless news cycles of division, amplified by his own activism in Ukraine and Haiti. Mornings devolved into rituals of isolation, rising at dawn, mainlining cable news, then self-medicating with vodka tonics and Ambien by 10:30 a.m. Good morning, honey. I'm going to pass out for a few hours and get away from all this ****. He'd mutter to a bewildered George, who awoke to a husband adrift in global gloom. This vulnerability, laid bare on Lyon's carpet, humanizes Penn beyond the brooding anti-hero archetype. Nicov, with her Eastern European roots and fresh-faced optimism, represents a bridge to levity, a partner who, at 30, brings the vitality Penn craves without the baggage of his past. Their coupling age gap notwithstanding, echoes Hollywood's storied pairings, from Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall to George Clooney and Amal Al-Muddin. Yet, Penn's dejection hints at deeper currents. Perhaps the festival's retrospectives stirred memories of glory days, or the glare of scrutiny reopened wounds. As they settled into seats amid applause, Nikov's hand in his offered silent solace, a gesture of partnership in a life of solitary reflections.